Okay, friends, subscribers, and all you YouTubers out there. Hi, how you going? I'm a little bit better than I have been. I'm so very sorry that I have not put videos out for some time, but I've been pretty crook. They still don't know what's going on. I've been tested for pretty much everything. I'm waiting to be tested for fluoride poisoning, and I bet it could be something to do with fluoride poisoning. I don't know, but yeah, I've had a bit of a rough trot, so I'm just glad that all my subscribers have hung in there. I'm still actually not the best, guys, but I am trying to get better. I'm getting bouts where I'm feeling a little bit better here and there, so just bear with me. The image that I got up on the screen actually is a picture from Mars. I don't know where the actual link to the video is, the main image, but these are downloaded. But there's that what it is up here, and it's genuine NASA images. It's sort of there are other videos out there of it as well. And I was just going through these while I was sitting here and going over a few thoughts, and watched a video about a good theory that brings up an old theory that I had, i.e. are we dead, because there's 2 billion people missing. We've gone from a world that had 9 billion to a world that's only got 7, i.e. someone sent me the video about the theory, and it's relived it with me, and I actually never thought of putting it that way, that we may be dead and we may have died. This may be the new heaven and new earth that God promised us, and but it's a theory. It's all we can put up and everything, and but pretty much there's a lot happening out there that we can't explain what's going on. And I will admit, while I've been sick, I had to go through 2 of my children's birthdays, not being able to contact them, and pretty hard. And when I went through my eldest daughter's birthday the other day, yeah, nearly kicked the shit out of me. And but I'm coping, and that's all I can say that's going, I can do. I'm hoping to actually return to college in 2 days. I'm up and about a bit more, and hopefully my frequency of videos will increase. But the only problem is I've got to still take it easy, and I can't. I'm not up as much as I can, and I've got to forgive. You've got to forgive me, guys, that I'm not Skyping at the moment. One of the problems is the tablets that I'm taking only last for so many hours. In other words, they're only going to be good enough for me to go to college before I get sick again, come home, take a tablet, or stay at tech, take a tablet, stop from vomiting, eat. And the only other problem is, once it's in there, if it stays in there, it comes out the other end pretty fucking quick, and it's starting to piss me off. Something shocking. But all I can say is, yeah, those of you out there that are suffering the same thing, all I can say is keep on going to the doctor, keep on getting tested. Eventually you're going to find out what's wrong with us, because there's too many of us out there with these same symptoms. Something is going on. I don't have a virus or anything like that. My bloods are coming back. It's sort of like, it's not my liver, it's not my kidneys. The only thing that I haven't really tested for is poisoning. So when one of the doctors at the Belmont Hospital, when I went down the emergency ward there, said that it sounds like fluoride poisoning, so I'm going to get that checked out. But yeah, the Mandela effect and what's going on. Are we seeing images of Mars that's been caused by this Mandela effect? What in the hell's going on? Like, I'm seeing too many like weird shit like this one here, and so it makes you wonder what's actually going on. Oh, by the way, folks, every now and then you'll hear a pause in the video. That's actually me shutting the video down for a period of time to give me time to recover and stuff like that. As I said, I'm still not the best, so you're just going to have to bear with me, and yeah, okay, I might not swear all the time, but yeah, don't be surprised if one slips out. Of those of you that don't like me swearing, well, look, you've got to understand that's just me. It's the people I hang around with. It's my nature. It's, yeah, that's me. That's what makes me me. If you don't like it, don't watch my videos, because I've had a few people, they still bitch and moan about it. So look, if you don't like my videos, please just don't watch them. That's all I can say. But I'll put my best out, and some people, oh yeah, some people say, oh yeah, he rambles on a bit. Yeah, I do, but that's called an Aussie yarn. Aussies like to tell a yarn to get to the point and leave the point until the very, very end. And just so we can have a talk. And you got to think about it this way, folks, that I'm missing 3 kids. The 3 that I had the most contact with, well, the eldest in this world, my second eldest in my other world, but he's the eldest in this world. He's pretty much not here anymore. He's now in the service. I don't see him. And my youngest in this world now, yeah, he's just still the same sort of shitty kid that she was up in the other reality as well. Listens to her mum too much, and too religious and crap like that. So, yeah. But I will digress and go back to the Mandela effect. Have we died? That is actually still a very good possibility, that we could be in a way of God making us learn to cope with the fact that we've passed. This could be the afterlife. No one knows what the afterlife is. This could be it. And it really could be. But I don't think it's heaven, because I'm not with what I've been suffering, because it's been like hell. If anything, it's purgatory, but because I got to admit, I screwed up a bit in my life. I used to run a strip show, so yeah, maybe it's my punishment. I don't know, but I don't think it is. I do think that we have truly shifted realities. There's just too many similarities and too many differences in this reality. Like, one of my sister's friends died in my reality from, like, you know, those bleachers and shit like you use to clean the mould off your bathroom. She was in an unventilated room and she died from the gases. And in this reality, she's alive and kicking. Another friend died of cancer, alive and kicking. Someone else I know, and I'm not going to mention the name because I don't want to freak them out too much, but passed away and now is alive again. And that's the freaky as well to me, and the loss of mine and everything. And my family doesn't want to talk about it. They just said, oh, Tony, they're just most probably not talking to you, and you know what kids are like, and that's what I've been getting from them. And but how can it happen when you don't know where the fuck your children are? There's no record of your children ever being fucking born. And this other guy was saying, like, no one's talking about it. Well, he hasn't watched my videos, because I'm definitely fucking talking about my missing children. And I've noticed a few other people have come forward, like loss of brothers and sisters. The strangest one was, though, the gentleman that can't find his mum. There's no birth of his mum, and he no longer exists, yet he's alive. So explain that one. I've lost the video. I had the link and I wanted to share it with everybody, and I lost the link because I watched it while I was sick. And it freaked the shit out of me, the fact that he no longer has record of being born. And it took him weeks and weeks and weeks, and they're sort of saying, oh, look, who are we really? And saying that he's not who he says he is, and they won't re-register him. So he's going through a bloody nightmare at the moment. And I mean, can you imagine what that is actually like? It's sort of to find out you don't exist. It's sort of, that one was a bit of a difference to most of the people that are actually now coming forward. I think that they're realising that their loss is greater than what they've experienced. And I've got to admit that me losing my kids is devastated me, really. And I just don't show it. I'm not going to harp on it. I will talk about it, but I'm not going to sit there and bawl my eyes out. I did that on their birthdays. But the whole thing is, it's sort of, you've got to, if you're going through a problem, you've got to sit there and you've got to cope with it. And unfortunately, we're stuck in a situation where we do have to learn to cope with these things ourselves. Because as I said, we can't just rock into a doctor's and say, oh, look, my family's missing. They'll end up locking you up and putting you in a bloody loony bin, and that's not right. My GP, like, she knows about it. I know that for a fact. She knows, especially when I've talked about body parts, and she just looks, oh, I don't want to talk about it, Tony. I don't want to talk about it. And like my friend, I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a doctor, and he just said, look, Tony, we're not allowed to talk about it. So, but the whole point is, there's too many of us out there, and if you're like me and you have suffered, look, I feel sorry for you. I really do, because I know what you feel like. It's sort of, it actually, like, a lot of people think that I ramble on about it, but the reason why I do, it helps me remember my children. And if you've got a loss, speak about it, for God's sake. It's sort of, like, everybody now knows of the Mandela effect. It's actually most probably the most viral thing on the internet at the moment. And if you don't tell your story, no one's going to know about it. And don't worry, like, there's people from all walks of life out there. And I mean all walks of life, all levels. And trust me, I'm not going to say who they are, what they do, but let's just say they go from low stature to very high stature in the community. And they're suffering just as much as I am. They've got their own personal stories, and we try and share each other stories and everything. And yes, I know I'm not on the Skype like everybody wants to be, but if you do want to talk to me when I'm feeling better and handling it a bit more, just still jump onto our website and you can link up with me. You do have to become a site member to get that contact. And you can turn around and you can put it out there, and you can wait until I'm a bit better, and yeah, we can take it from there and everything. But there's others out there in the group that will talk to you and everything like that. Just because there's a chat room. We've got a chat room out there that where you can go in and you can talk to other people, and the links are on my earlier Mandela videos. I'm not going to put them on every video, folks. I'm really not. It just drove me nuts having to do it all the time, because I'd have to go and find the links and then put them on the video. But the whole point is, if you need someone to talk to, go to the website and jump in the chat room. Fair enough, it's not always full, and there might only be a couple of people at any given time. But still go in there and just hang around until someone comes in, or like you might be working on something else and then all of a sudden someone comes into the chat room. But don't hold it in. Don't not talk about it. Talk about it to others, because there's a lot of us out there. Let's just say, just in the last 3 weeks while I've been sick, quite a few thousand people have joined the society, and we are now a society of people. Don't hold it in. Don't not talk to people that have losses, people that are going through with me out about the Mandela effect. That it's not everybody's not going through the same thing. Everybody's going through their own personal life. But that's the tablets taking effect, by the way, folks. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to last. But yeah, they got me on a different nighttime tablet as well as a different daytime tablet. So if you do have a problem, look, you're not alone, okay? There's a lot of us out there that are suffering from the Mandela effect. And I don't give a fuck what the debunkers say, and I really don't. You want to debunk the Mandela effect? Come and talk to me face to face and tell me my fucking children didn't exist. Because I can tell you now, my children once existed. In my reality, from where I came from, they existed. I know they existed. They're in my heart, they're in my memory, and they'll always be in my fucking memory. And maybe, is like what this guy's talking about, how we've gone from 9 billion down to 7 billion people. Some people don't remember losses, and like someone that I know that knows of the friends that have died and everything, to them, they never died. And this is what really bugs me, is because like I know that they went to the funeral, I went to one of the funerals, and I know for a fact they died. And yet in this reality, they're alive, which is pretty freaking. I know I'm not the only one that has this problem. I think there's quite a lot of you out there that has that problem where, like actors, they were dead, they died. And then all of a sudden they're back alive again, and a couple of them are back in death again, they've died again. So if this is a government thing and they're using clones, I'll tell you now, it's the biggest fucking con job I've ever fucking seen. But I want to know what the fuck's happened to my kids if it is. And I can tell you now, if it is a government fucking thing, I'll be suing them for the fucking rest of time. Let's just say they'll be paying me until the end of fucking time. No one rips my fucking children away from me and gets away with it. But the whole point is, if you've got a problem, talk about it. Don't fucking hold it in. And I know, yes, your family's not going to fucking listen to you. But we're your family now. We will help and support each other. And that's all we can do, is support each other. And there's forums where you can meet people and everything on the website. And go to the website and check it out, guys. If you've got a problem, talk about it. We also have a Facebook page that you can link up through. I haven't put that link onto the web page yet, which I should have done. But you can go to the earlier videos. It will take you straight to the Facebook page. And, oh, guys, but these tablets are really taking effect, so I don't know if I'm going to last too much longer. But all I can say is that don't hold it in. Talk to somebody, for God's sake. You're not going crazy. These changes are really and happening. And we're going through multiple changes. Like, as far as I can realise, like, while I've been sick, we've gone through 4 distinct reality shifts. And I mean 4. How am I judging these reality shifts? Well, there's some silos down one end of character, and then there's petrol tanks at the other. And each time I've seen in the petrol tanks, I've seen one get pulled down twice, but then all of a sudden it's back. And there's no way they can do this in one fucking day. And this happened in one day. With the petrol tank, I went to the chemist, and they were pretty much pulling it down, and it was almost gone. And there was one level left. And then I came home, the fucking thing was back again. The silos, I've seen them go from 3 to 6 to 7, and they're now back to 5, and I think it was 4 at one stage. And they can't do this in an instant, and they really can't. So find something around you if you want to judge the changes. Look at something that you may have looked at and you think, oh no, that's not right. Don't just ignore it. Look at it, play it in your mind, and wait until it changes. Because what I've been seeing, like, I haven't been out that much, but like when I have been out, I have noticed the changes, because I've got to go past the tanks and I've got to go past the silos to go to the chemist and the doctors. And it's just freaked me the fuck out. I've seen trees shrink to the size as if they'd just been planted to looking over 100 years old, growing over roads, then going back to as if they've just been planted. And I've seen that a few times. I've seen trees grow 60 feet and then shrink back to 20 feet. And but I work it out, there's been 4 distinct reality shifts since the original one. I believe there's small minor ones continually happening, and it's just freaking me the fuck out. It really is, folks. It's not right that whatever and whoever has done this, right? Whoever has done this is really up to something, and they've got to get their act together, folks. They just can't keep on doing this shit, because whatever they're doing, it's wrong. If it is a government conspiracy, it's most probably the biggest one that's ever hit this planet. And as usual, they're down. But the whole point is, all we can do is just look, judge, learn, and learn this new world, because there's been road rule changes and different things, and oh good, my favourite little program is up. So I'll just take it to the theatre. There we go. And so you've got to just look at things for yourself. Judge what's going. Look at like a good example is, look at Earth. It looks like a snowball. You cannot see Earth like you used to see Earth. And I believe this has got something to do with what is going on. I actually believe these chemtrails are a cover-up so we can't see our true stars. And there's just too much happening out there, folks. It really, truly is. Since when did Earth look like a fucking snowball? It never looked like a fucking snowball. You used to be able to see the countries. You used to be able to see this beautiful aqua sea. Now you just see a dull blue because there's a white chemical layer that we can no longer see. I believe this is actually the reason why we can't see half the stars properly. And I believe this is a cover-up, see, another theory too is the clone theory. Were we cloned? And is this a genetic memory? I know I've gone over this many a time, but I've got to look at it, folks. It's sort of like my medical problems just like there's no explanation. None. No explanation for what's happening to my guts. My bones feel like they're moving and changing, and the anatomy changes, like the stomach is on the wrong side of the body and the liver's on the wrong side and 3 times the size that it used to be. Someone jokingly said that maybe if their father had the liver that we've got now, he might have still been alive. And it just makes me wonder, what the hell is going on? Why have we got these body changes? What is really going on? And it sort of makes you wonder, if it is a conspiracy, how the fuck are they doing it? I don't know. I really don't. And I've got to say, I don't fucking know what's going on. And all I can do is, like, constantly theorise on what's going on. And I've got to admit, I have gone over the theory that we have passed quite a few times. And that is high, and I mean that is high up there in my possibilities of what the fuck is going on. Like, we're seeing like cities in the sky and things like this. This could truly be a foreign world to us, and they're making us think that we're on Earth. They got maybe that they've put us into a giant. Maybe they have put us into a giant dome, and they're spinning shit around on us, and this is a way that we've been transported to the new world or wherever we're going, or so that's just another theory. And you've got to turn around and you've got to ask yourself, what in the fuck is going on? Because it just can't keep on going on. And it's sort of, I've seen so many fucking changes, and it's just beyond a joke. And I try and look at the Earth through these scopes up on the space station to try and find where we the fuck are. And you can't find it because you can't fucking see it. And it's just bullshit. Where the fuck are we in space? And I want to know where the fuck we are. I want to know where my home fucking is. I'd love to go home. And I know that, see, to me, it's not my children that's gone missing. It's me that has gone missing. And it just pisses you fucking off. It really does. And what, how, when, why, we can't fucking know. I still think it's CERN. And I do turn my head to it all the time. And because, like, I look at, when I get sick, I go straight to this website. and it's not going to friggin' work. Oh, there we go. I go straight to this website, and I simply just go up to here, Vista website, and you go to different pages, and you look at everything. It seems to be down at the moment, and this might be why I'm actually feeling good. And it's not working as much as it has been. As you can see, there's been quite a few hours, hence could be the reason why I'm actually feeling so fucking good. But every time I fucking look at it, I just see this shit constantly going on. And I go through good spells and I go through fucking bad spells. And again, I look here and I look at this and I look to myself and I say, yep, there's the fucking reason why I'm sick. Because every time I get crooked, it coincides with this. I.e. earlier today, I was being crooked as a fucking dog. I was out doing something and I got fucking sick, which corresponds, I had a short period where I was feeling okay, but then all of a sudden I got fucking sick again, then all of a sudden I feel good again, and it correlates to this. This is my go-to website. Dead set, it really friggin' is. It's all about CERN. It tells you when they're doing shit, and sorry folks. As I said, sorry folks, I had to take a short break. But the whole point is, folks, something is going on, something huge is going on. What's going on, I don't fucking know. No one knows. We've all come up with our theories on it. But that's all we can come up with is our theories. There's nothing else out there that can tell us what is going on, because we've all looked and we've all clutching. And I've got to say it, we're clutching to straws at the moment, because that's really all we've got is straws. There's hints of what's going on. There's different things that people think are going on. There's many of us out there that have theories. And there's actually quite a lot of people out there with missing family. There's extra family. And you've just got to ask yourself, what the fuck is going on? And a lot of people are ill. And I mean as ill as me. I've got to admit, this thing is, whatever it is, it's caused me a few thumps in the old ticker. And that wasn't a very good couple of weeks, but most of the time it's just been sick all the fucking time. It pisses me off. I once had a very good life, and I mean, I had a good life. It's sort of, a lot of people would dream of doing half the shit that I've done in my life. When I say I ran a strip show, I ran a strip show. I bloody had a mud wrestling team at one stage. I've done shit that other people only dream of doing. And yet, I look back at that and say to myself, well, I've had a good life, but then this shit happens, and it just fucking devastates you. And you don't know what the fuck is going on. And I found God again after running the strip show, and I went back to doing everything that I did, and I've done everything. I've promoted those shows, I've done my own shows, run my own places, and I've had businesses, and I've done what I could when I could, and never ever worried me. And yes, I fell away from God. Yeah, and I admit it. I fell away from God, but I found my way back, like most Christians do. And if you're not a Christian, like, I'm not going to Bible bash you. That's your decision. If you find God, you find God. If you don't find God, well, I'll pray for you. But the whole point is, it's sort of, there's a lot of self-righteous Christians out there, and you are out there, and you know I'm talking about you, right? You Bible bash people, and one thing people don't want to fucking hear is being Bible bashed, okay? I fucking hate it. You'd hate it if you were broken away or whatever. Let people find their own way back. At the moment, yeah, I recommend you do try and find your way back, because this could be heavenly related, and I mean, this could be the way we're being judged, is put into this reality. Maybe the 2 billion that are missing were the ones that made it straight through. And we're given the chance to prove ourselves. And that is a major possibility, that this is judgment. And I don't know if a lot of people have actually sat back and thought of this one. This could be judgment on earth. And this is just God's way or whatever. But at the moment, we know when judgment is about to happen that the devil's going to be released, and he could be one fucking with everything that's going on. And there's been plenty of movies about it, I can tell you that much. But you've got to ask yourself, is this reality your reality? Are these stars your stars? Because I can guarantee you, folks, I was born in the Sagittarius arm of the Milky Way galaxy, not on the fucking Orion's spur or whatever the fuck they call it. I was born in the Sagittarius arm, 80,000 fucking light years. And I now call myself a dimensional traveller, because I have travelled through dimensions, I have travelled time and space, and I'm stuck in this fucking reality. 80,000 fucking light years from home, 80,000 light years from my fucking children. And it pisses me off. Whatever CERN did, and I still reckon it's CERN, but whatever or whoever the fuck has done it, I hope that God judges you fucking really harshly, because whatever you've done, because I don't think it's God doing it, folks. I really don't. It could be, but I don't think he's that nasty. But you've got to judge for yourself what's going on. And as you can hear, I'm starting to go downhill a little bit, so I'm going to end this video now. I'm going to say goodbye to you, and hopefully over the period of time that as I'm getting better, that I make a few more videos for you, and I will do my best to do so. And but it's got to work into feeling like this, and feeling better than this, so that I get the energy to make them. So I'm going to say goodbye to you as all. And if you haven't heard of the Mandela effect, wake the fuck up, for God's sake, because you need to learn and you need to know what's going on. Because if this is judgment, you're up shit's creek. Sorry. So you're going to have to open your eyes and ask God to remove the veil from your eyes, so that you may see. Because there's Christians out there, there's non-Christians out there that are all now starting to believe that this could be heavenly, could be devil-related. Most of us still believe that it's CERN that's done it. There's too many things that point to CERN doing this. And there's definitely something going on Earth. As I said, you've only got to look at the clouds in the sky, because they're not fucking normal. They are blocking out Earth for some reason, and I believe the Mandela effect, or what's actually happened to Earth. Someone actually suggested too, before I go, that maybe that we did die millions and billions of years ago, and it's taken all this time, and someone found our Earth and found our DNA and resurrected as many as they could have and put us back into the thing. But I'm sorry, that one's a bit far-fetched, but it could be possible. Anything is possible. There are trillions of explanations of what's actually happened to us, but you're not alone. For God's sake, you're not alone. Don't think that you are alone. If you have a problem, message me under the message thing, and underneath your comment box in the thing, you'll see that you have a message section. You can send people messages via our contact page. And I'll even eventually get back to you. And please, those of you that do message me, please understand I get thousands of messages a day and thousands of comments, and I've got to go through them even while I've been sick. That's pretty much all I've done, is read comments and read messages while I've been sick, and watch some TV. And so I'm going to say goodbye to you all, and I hope to see you all soon. And everybody out there, please hold together and hold fast to what you know of the Bible, because I tell you now, don't try and read it now, because everything's a lie, and it's been changed so many times, it's beyond a freaking joke. It really is. And those pastors out there, you need to wake the fuck up and start talking about this Mandela effect to your churches. You really, really do. A few pastors out there have actually addressed the situation, are still addressing it, and some of them even regularly addressing it in their church, which is good. But the rest of you need to wake up. And the priests out there in the Catholic Church, you guys definitely need to wake the fuck up. So anyhow, guys and girls, I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you and hopefully see you all soon. I'll catch you all later. Bye.